My child, do not rush past this moment. Do not dismiss the quiet stirring you feel inside your heart. You may believe you arrived here by accident, but I tell you now, this moment is not random. I have been trying to reach the deepest place within you, the place you hide from everyone else. I have seen you moving through your days, with a smile on your face while a storm raged inside your soul. I have seen you answer, "I am fine," when your heart was exhausted. I have seen you encourage others while you quietly wondered who would encourage you. So pause now. Breathe deeply. Let the noise around you grow still, because I am speaking directly to you. You have carried more than many people realize. You have carried questions without answers, pain without explanation, and responsibilities that felt far too heavy for your hands. At times, you wondered whether I noticed. You prayed, but the silence frightened you. You waited, but the delay weakened you. You looked around and saw others moving forward while you felt trapped in the same place. You saw doors opening for them while yours remained closed. You saw their celebration while you fought private discouragement. But listen to me carefully. What you see is not the whole story. You see delay, but I see preparation. You see rejection, but I see protection. You see an ending, but I see the beginning of something you cannot yet imagine. I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you. I have not turned my face away from you. Let those words settle into your spirit. I have not forgotten you. I know your name. I know your thoughts before you speak them. I know the fear you hide beneath your confidence. I know the memory that still wounds you. I know the disappointment that changed the way you trust. Nothing about you is hidden from me, and nothing about you makes me step away. You are still mine. You are still loved. You are still held. You may feel as though you are standing in a dark room, searching for a door you cannot see. You keep reaching into the darkness, hoping to find a way forward, but every direction feels uncertain. My child, you do not need to see the entire path. You only need to hear my voice. I am the light in that room. I am the hand reaching toward you. I am the steady presence beside you when everything else feels unstable. Stop believing that darkness means I have left you. The darkness does not remove my presence. The silence does not cancel my promise. The waiting does not destroy my purpose. There are battles you have fought that no one applauded. There are mornings when simply getting out of bed required courage. There are nights when your mind would not rest and your heart would not stop asking, when will things change? I heard every question. I saw every struggle. I counted every tear. Even when you felt weak, I was strengthening something within you. Even when you felt empty, I was creating room for something greater. Even when you thought you were breaking, I was teaching your soul how to bend without being destroyed. Do not call yourself weak because you became tired. Do not call yourself faithless because you had questions. Do not call yourself forgotten because the answer did not come quickly. You are human, and I know your limits. I know when your strength is fading. I know when your hope is trembling. That is why I stopped you here. Your heart needed to hear my voice before fear spoke another lie. Your spirit needed truth before disappointment convinced you to give up. So listen. Release the pressure to understand everything. Release the need to control every outcome. Release the fear that your best days are behind you. They are not. I am still writing your story. I am still shaping your future. I am still moving in places your eyes cannot reach. What looks still to you is not still to me. What feels silent to you is not silent in the spiritual realm. I'm laying protected, preparing and strengthening. Stand still for a moment. Stop running through every possible disaster in your mind. Stop rehearsing pain that has not happened. Stop giving fear permission to predict your future. Read. Trust. Listen. You are not alone in this. You were never meant to carry tomorrow while you are still standing in today. Give me this moment. Give me this burden. Give me the fear you cannot explain. My child, I brought you here because your heart needed to remember who holds you. Not the world. Not your circumstances. Not the opinions of others. I hold you. My hands have not weakened. My love has not changed. My plan has not collapsed. You may feel uncertain, but I am certain. You may feel shaken, but I remain unshaken. You may not know what comes next, but I am already there. Do not scroll past the peace I am offering you. Do not rush away from the comfort your soul has been crying for. Stay with me. Let my words become louder than your worry. Let my presence become greater than your pressure. Let my truth rise above every lie. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not alone. You are mine. Now breathe again. Believe again. Lift your head again. I stopped you because your heart needed this moment, and I am not finished speaking to you. My child, I have seen every tear you wiped away before anyone could notice. I have seen the moments when you turned your face, lowered your voice, and tried to hide the ache living inside you. You believed you had to remain strong. You believed you had to keep moving, keep smiling, keep serving, and keep pretending that nothing was wrong. But I knew. I knew when your heart felt heavy. I knew when your thoughts became too loud. I knew when you sat alone and wondered how much more you could carry. You hid your pain from the world, but you never hid it from me. I was there in the room when the silence felt unbearable. I was there in the car when you held back tears until you could no longer contain them. I was there when you looked into the mirror and barely recognized the person staring back at you. I was there when disappointment settled into your chest like a stone. I was there when someone you trusted wounded you, misunderstood you, rejected you, or walked away without fully knowing what their absence would do to your heart. I saw it all. I felt every trembling breath. I heard every prayer you could not finish. You asked me, why did this happen? You asked me, why did they leave? You asked me, why did I have to endure this? Some answers have not yet come, and I know that silence has tested you. But silence does not mean I am absent. Silence does not mean I am indifferent. Silence does not mean your pain hath been ignored. I have been closer than your next breath, even when you could not sense me. I have been holding pieces of you that you thought had fallen too far to be restored. Listen to me now. Your tears were not wasted. Not one. Every tear that fell in secret reached my heart. Every tear watered a place within you where deeper faith, greater compassion, and stronger courage are beginning to grow. You saw only sorrow, but I saw seeds. You saw only loss, but I saw roots forming beneath the surface. You saw a barren field, but I saw a harvest waiting for its season. What you cried through will not always control you. What wounded you will not always define you. What broke your heart will not break your future. I know you have blamed yourself for things that were never yours to carry. You have replayed conversations and wondered what you should have said. You have revisited decisions and wondered whether one different choice would have changed everything. You have carried guilt like a chain around your soul. My child, release it. Release the shame. Release the false responsibility. Release the belief that every painful outcome was your fault. You are not responsible for the choices of every person who hurt you. You are not responsible for fixing every situation that fell apart. You are not responsible for carrying burdens I never asked you to carry. Bring them to me. Bring me the memory you avoid. Bring me the name that still causes your heart to tighten. Bring me the regret that visits you at night. Bring me the anger you are afraid to admit. I am not frightened by your honesty. I am not disappointed by your weakness. I do not turn away when your faith trembles. I draw closer. I bend near. I speak gently into the places where pain has been shouting. You may think healing means forgetting, but healing is deeper than forgetting. Healing means the wound no longer controls your identity. Healing means the memory no longer has the final word. Healing means you can look at what happened and know that it did not destroy the person I created you to become. I'm heal you so deeply, completely. Some healing happens in a moment. Some healing happens through many quiet mornings, many honest prayers, and many small acts of trust. Do not despise the slow work. Roots grow in darkness before branches rise into the light. Stop measuring your healing by how little you feel. Measure it by how much stronger you have become. There was a time when one reminder could ruin your entire day. Now you are learning to breathe through it. There was a time when one rejection made you question your worth. And now you are beginning to remember that your value comes from me. There was a time when fear ruled your choices. Now courage is beginning to whisper inside you. That whisper will grow. That courage will rise. That faith will stand. I am not asking you to pretend the pain did not matter. It mattered because you matter. I am asking you to let me transform it. Let me turn bitterness into wisdom. Let me turn grief into compassion. Let me turn rejection into direction. Let me turn your private battle into a public testimony of my faithfulness. The wound is not your name. The loss is not your identity. The betrayal is not your destiny. You are my child, and your story is still moving toward redemption. Stand up inside your spirit. Loosen your grip on yesterday. Stop reopening doors I am helping you close. Stop seeking explanations from people who do not have the maturity to give them. Stop begging for value from those who failed to recognize it. I have already declared your worth. I have already called you loved. I have already chosen you. Let my voice become stronger than their silence, stronger than their rejection, stronger than the words that once crushed your confidence. You are not weak because you cried. You are not broken because you hurt. You are not faithless because you struggled. You survived days you thought would destroy you. You kept praying when your heart was exhausted. You kept loving when disappointment tempted you to become cold. You kept walking when you could not see the road ahead. That is strength. That is courage. That is faith under pressure. My child, I have gathered every hidden tear, and I am turning your sorrow into strength. I am healing what others never knew was wounded. I am restoring the peace that pain tried to steal. Open your hands. Release the shame. Lift your face. Let me love you in the places you have tried to hide. You are seen. You are known. You are held. You are mine, and your tears will not be the final chapter of your story. My child, I know you are tired of waiting. I know you have looked at the calendar, watched the days pass, and wondered why nothing seems to change. You have prayed for the door to open. You have asked for the answer to come. You have pleaded for movement, clarity, and breakthrough. Yet the door remained closed. The answer remained hidden, and the path remained uncertain. You called it delay. You called it disappointment. At times, you even called it abandonment. But I call it protection. There are places you wanted to enter that would have wounded you. There are relationships you wanted to keep that would have drained your spirit. There are opportunities you prayed for that would have pulled you away from my purpose. You saw only the shining surface. I saw what waited behind it. You saw the invitation. I saw the trap. You saw the promise. I saw the price. Because I love you, I closed doors you would have walked through without hesitation. Imagine yourself standing before a locked door. You pull the handle. You knock. You push. You become frustrated because the door will not move. You think I'm keeping something good from you. But on the other side, there is confusion you cannot see, pain you cannot predict, and consequences you are not prepared to carry. The lock is not cruelty. The lock is mercy. The silence is not rejection. The silence is shelter. The closed door is not always the end of your story. Sometimes it is the hand of your Father keeping you from entering a room that would have stolen your peace. Your urgency is not greater than my wisdom. Your desire is not greater than my vision. You see one moment. I see the entire road. You see what you want now. I see what you will need later. You asked for immediate relief, but I am preparing lasting strength. You ask for a quick answer, but I am shaping a deeper character. You ask me to change the situation, while I am also changing you. Do not mistake preparation for punishment. A seed buried in the ground may believe it hath been forgotten, but the darkness is preparing it to rise. Beneath the soil, unseen changes are taking place. Roots are forming. Strength is developing. Life is gathering power. The seed cannot rush the season. It cannot demand sunlight before its roots are ready. My child, you are not buried. You are planted. What feels dark is not your grave. It is the place where I am building the strength you will need for what comes next. You have compared your timing with the timing of others. You have watched people younger than you move ahead. You have seen others receive what you have prayed for. You have wondered whether you missed your moment. Listen carefully. Their path is not your path. Your season is not your season. Your assignment is not your assignment. Stop using another person's progress as evidence that I have forgotten you. I write each story with purpose. I do not copy destinies. I do not confuse names. I know exactly where you are, and I know exactly when to move you. My timing is precise, not careless, not late, not uncertain, precise. I am never rushing to catch up with your life. I am already ahead of you. I am already in the room you have not entered. I am already preparing the people you have not met. I am already removing obstacles you do not know exist. I am already arranging details that would overwhelm you if you saw them all at once. What looks inactive from your side may be full of movement from mine. There were moments when you all but forced a door open. You nearly returned to something I had already removed. You almost accepted less because waiting became uncomfortable. You almost called compromise a blessing because you were afraid nothing better would come. But I intervened. I disturbed your peace. I exposed what was hidden. I allowed the plan to fail. You thought everything was falling apart, but I was pulling you away from what could not hold the future I prepared for you. Stop chasing what I remove. Stop betting for what I closed. Stop trying to revive what I allowed to end. Some endings are acts of rescue. Some disappointments are divine redirections. Some delays are shields. You do not need to understand every closed door before you trust my heart. You know my character. I am good. I am faithful. I am not playing with your emotions. I am protecting your purpose. Stand still. Do not run ahead of me. Do not make a permanent decision because of temporary frustration. Do not trade your peace for speed. Do not surrender your standards because loneliness has become loud. Wait with wisdom. Wait with faith. Wait with expectation. Waiting does not mean doing nothing. It means preparing your heart, strengthening your character and listening for my direction. Youth this season. Bradiver. Roserover. Heal fully. Learn what I am teaching you. Let patience complete its work within you. I am not only preparing the blessing for you, I am preparing you for the blessing. Without preparation, what you prayed for could become a burden. Without wisdom, the open door could become a place of confusion. Without healing, a new relationship could carry old pain. Without discipline, a new opportunity could collapse under pressure. I love you too much to give you something before you are ready to carry it. The answer will come. The path will clear. The right door will open. And when it does, you will not have to force it, manipulate it, or lose yourself to keep it. What comes from me will not require you to betray your identity. What comes from me will carry peace, even when it requires courage. What comes from me will align with my truth and strengthen your spirit. My child, trust the lock. Trust the pause. Trust the redirection. Trust me when I say not yet. Trust me when I say not this way. Trust me when I ask you to release something you desperately wanted. I see what you cannot see. I know what you do not know. I am protecting you from battles you were never meant to fight. Lift your head. Your delay is not denial. Your waiting is not wasted. Your future is not lost. I am guiding you with a wisdom greater than your understanding and a love deeper than your fear. Do not force the door. Do not return to what I removed. Stand still until I show you the way. I am not keeping you from your promise. I am leading you toward it safely. My child, if this word has reached you at the very moment you needed it, do not overlook what I am doing through it. As a farmer scatters seed in faith, every act of generosity helps carry this light into hearts still wandering in darkness, allowing my truth to reach those who are waiting for hope. Have I not said, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness had not overcome it? Let that promise continue through you as this message travels farther than you can see. If you desire to help this mission continue, you may support it through Super Thanks, by becoming a channel member, or through the PayPal link in the video description. Give because your heart desires to help my word reach others, trusting that I see every act of love offered in sincerity. I am with those who walk in faith, and I delight in hearts that give freely and joyfully. Do not delay if you sense this invitation. Act now and help carry this message to another soul who needs to hear it. My child, I know there are things you believe you have lost forever. You have looked at certain areas of your life and quietly said, it will never be the same again. You have mourned your peace. You have mourned your confidence. You have mourned the version of yourself who once believed without hesitation, loved without fear, and dreamed without expecting disappointment. You remember how you used to feel before the pain came, before the betrayal, before the failure, before the long season that drained your strength. You have wondered whether that person is meant forever. But hear me clearly. I am not finished with you. I am restoring what pain tried to steal. You may not return to the person you were before, because I am shaping someone stronger. I am not simply rebuilding the old. I am creating something deeper, wiser, steadier, and more powerful within you. What I restore does not always return in the same form. Sometimes I remove what was fragile so I can build what will endure. Sometimes I allow an old chapter to close because the next chapter requires a new heart, a stronger mind, and a clearer vision. You not measure restoration by whether everything looks exactly as it once did. Measure it by the peace returning to your spirit, the courage rising in your voice, and the faith growing where fear once lived. I am restoring your courage. I am restoring your vision. I am restoring your hunger. I am restoring your voice. I am restoring the parts of you that became quiet after too many disappointments. You stopped speaking about your dreams because you were afraid people would laugh. You stopped expecting good things because disappointment seemed safer than hope. You stopped trusting your own steps because one painful mistake convinced you that you could never move wisely again. But I am breaking that lie. You are not disqualified. You are not too damaged. You are not too late. You are not beyond renewal. Look at the dry places in your life. You see emptiness, but I see possibility. You see a field where nothing grows, but I see soil waiting for rain. You see broken branches, but I see roots that are still alive. What appears lifeless to you is not lifeless to me. I have always known how to bring beauty from dust, strength from weakness, and purpose from pain. I can speak life into places you have already buried. I can awaken dreams you stopped mentioning. I can breathe hope into a heart that has been surviving on its last small spark. Do not underestimate what I can do with what remains. You keep focusing on what was lost, but I am looking at what is still in your hands. You still have breath. You still have purpose. You still have gifts. You still have a story that is unfolding. A broken vessel in my hands can still carry living water. A wounded heart in my hands can still become a source of compassion. A delayed dream in my hands can still become a powerful testimony. You do not need perfect circumstances. You need willing faith. I know you have asked me to return certain people, opportunities, and seasons. Sometimes restoration means I return what was taken. Sometimes restoration means I replace it with something healthier. Sometimes restoration means I heal you so deeply that you no longer need what you once begged me to bring back. Trust my wisdom. I know the difference between what you miss and what you truly need. I know what belongs in your future and what must remain in your past. I will never restore a chain and call it a blessing. I will never rebuild a prison and call it home. Release your demand that restoration must look one particular way. Open your hands. Let me surprise you. You have imagined only one path to happiness, one path to healing, one path to purpose. But my ways are wider than your expectations. I can bring support from an unexpected place. I can open a door you did not know existed. I can place a new dream inside you that carries greater meaning than the one you lost. I can turn what seemed like a permanent ending into a powerful beginning. Stand up, my child. Rise from the place where disappointment told you to remain. Stop speaking defeat over your future. Stop saying that nothing will change. Stop declaring that your best years are behind you. Your words matter. Speak life. Speak faith. Speak in agreement with what I am doing. Say that you are healing. Say that you are growing. Say that you are becoming stronger. Say that you will not remain trapped in yesterday. This does not mean you deny what happened. Faith is not pretending. Faith is looking directly at the ruins and believing I can rebuild. Faith is standing in the valley and trusting me to lead you upward. Faith is feeling the ache and still declaring that pain will not have the final word. Do not hide your scars. Scars are proof that the wound did not win. They show where pain entered, but they also show where healing began. I am restoring your ability to trust wisely. I am restoring your ability to rest without guilt. I am restoring your ability to smile without pretending. I am restoring your ability to pray with expectation. Little by little, the weight will lift. Little by little, the fog will clear. Little by little, you will recognize yourself again. But this time, you will carry wisdom where innocence once stood, discernment where impulsiveness once ruled, and strength where fear once settled. Do not rush the process. Restoration is sacred work. A house rebuilt too quickly may collapse under the next storm, but what I build in you will have deep foundations. I am strengthening your inner walls. I am sealing the places where old lies entered. I am teaching you to guard your peace, honor your limits, and walk away from what repeatedly wounds your spirit. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. This is not fear. This is maturity. There will come a day when you look back and realize that you did not lose everything. You lost what could not travel with you into the next season. You lost an old identity. You lost full security. You lost dependence on voices that were never meant to define you. And in their place, you found me more deeply. You found strength you did not know you possessed. You found peace that circumstances could not easily steal. My child, believe me again. What is broken is not beyond my hands. What is empty is not beyond my provision. What is silent is not beyond my voice. I am restoring you from the inside out. Rise with courage. Speak with faith. Walk with expectation. You are not returning to who you were. You are becoming who I always knew you could be. My child, before you leave this moment, I want you to make a decision within your heart. You have listened to fear for long enough. You have allowed doubt to repeat the same dark predictions. You have let disappointment speak as though it knows your future. But now I am asking you a simple question. Whose voice will you trust? Will you trust the voice that tells you nothing will change? Or will you trust me when I tell you that I am still working? Will you trust the memory of your pain? Or will you trust the promise of my presence? Will you remain chained to what happened? Or will you rise and walk with me into what comes next? You did not arrive at this moment by accident. Your heart needed to be awakened. Your hope needed to breathe again. Your faith had become tired from carrying unanswered questions, and I knew you needed to hear my voice before fear convinced you to surrender. I stopped you because I love you. I stopped you because I see the battle inside you. I stopped you because there is still more ahead than what is behind. You are my child. You are chosen. You are covered. You are guided. You are deeply loved. Let those words become stronger than every label placed upon you. You are not the mistake you made. You are not the rejection you suffered. You are not the failure that embarrassed you. You are not the season that exhausted you. You are mine. When the world made you feel disposable, I called you precious. When others overlooked you, I saw you. When people misunderstood your heart, I understood every unspoken motive, every hidden fear, and every sincere desire. When you could not defend yourself, I knew the truth. When you doubted your value, I never did. My love for you did not begin when you became strong, and it will not end when you feel weak. Believe me again. Not because every problem has disappeared, but because I have not disappeared. Not because the road is easy, but because I am walking it with you. Not because you understand the plan, but because you know my heart. Faith is not having every answer. Faith is placing your hand in mine when the path is hidden. Faith is taking the next step while your knees still tremble. Faith is saying, I do not see it yet, but I know my Father is faithful. Stand up. Release the past. Guard your heart. Speak life. Walk forward. Believe again. Do not remain seated in the ashes of what ended. Do not keep staring at the closed door while I am calling you toward a new one. Do not allow regret to become your permanent home. You have visited that place long enough. It is time to rise. Release the past, but do not throw away the wisdom it gave you. Let the lesson remain, but let the pain loosen its grip. Let the experience sharpen your discernment without hardening your heart. You do not need to become cold to become strong. You do not need to distrust everyone to protect yourself. You need wisdom, boundaries, prayer, and courage. Let me teach you the difference between building a wall and guarding a gate. Guard your heart from voices that feed fear. Be careful what you allow to repeat inside your mind. Every voice does not deserve influence. Every opinion does not deserve space. Every criticism does not deserve belief. You have absorbed words that were spoken from another person's pain, insecurity, or limited understanding. Release them. Their words are not my verdict. Speak life over yourself. When fear says you cannot, answer with faith. When shame says you are ruined, answer with grace. When delay says you have been forgotten, answer with truth. Say, my Father sees me. My Father leads me. My Father is not finished with me. Repeat it until your spirit remembers. Repeat it when the night feels long. Repeat it when the answer has not come. Repeat it until the lie loses its power. Walk forward, even if the step feels small. You do not need to leap across the entire distance. Take the next faithful step. Make the call. Say the prayer. Set the boundary. Begin the work. Ask for help. Forgive slowly but sincerely. Rest when you need rest, but do not surrender your future to exhaustion. Small steps made with faith can carry you farther than great plans controlled by fear. I am going before you. I am already standing in days you have not yet reached. I am preparing strength for the challenges ahead. I am preparing wisdom for the decisions you will face. I am preparing comfort for the moments that will stretch you. I am not sending you into your future alone. I go before you. I remain beside you, and I guard what lies behind you. There will still be moments when doubt tries to return. There will still be mornings when you feel uncertain. Do not mistake a difficult moment for a defeated life. A wave is not the entire ocean. A cloud is not the entire sky. A painful day is not your entire future. Let the moment pass, but let my truth remain. Remember what I have already brought you through. There were days you thought you would never survive, yet here you are. There were nights you thought would never end, yet morning came. There were losses you thought would completely destroy you, yet your heart is still beating. You have evidence of my faithfulness written across your life. Some miracles were loud, others were quiet. Sometimes the miracle was not that the storm stopped. Sometimes the miracle was that you did not. Do not leave this moment unchanged. Let something rise within you. Let courage rise. Let peace rise. Let expectation rise. You have bowed beneath fear long enough. Lift your head. Straighten your shoulders. Take a breath. The same Father who carried you through yesterday will not abandon you tomorrow. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not finished. You are still being formed, still being guided, still being restored. I have not released you. I have not changed my mind about you. I have not canceled the purpose I placed within you. So go forward with this truth anchored in your heart. I am with you. When the road turns, I am with you. When the door opens, I am with you. When the answer delays, I am with you. When joy returns, I am with you. In the valley, on the mountain, in the silence, and in the celebration, I am with you. Believe me again, my child. Believe that I am good. Believe that I am near. Believe that I can redeem what was lost, restore what was broken, and guide what feels uncertain. Stand up. Rise. Walk forward. You are mine, and I will carry you through every season that lies ahead. My child, if you have chosen to believe me again today, let that renewed faith become a light for someone else who is still searching in the night. like oil that keeps the lamp burning and living water that refreshes the weary. Every willing act of support helps this message continue reaching hearts that are longing to hear my voice. Have I not told you that my word will accomplish what I send it to do? If you desire to join in that work, you may do so through Super Thanks, by becoming a member of this channel, or through the PayPal link in the video description. Give not from pressure, but from a willing heart that longs to see hope, truth, and encouragement spread to others. I see every quiet act of faithfulness, and I remain with those who serve in love. Now, if your heart is moved, take that step today and help this message reach the next soul waiting to hear it. My child, if these words have touched your heart, then know this: there are others close to you who are carrying silent burdens, just as you were. Share this message with them, not out of duty, but out of love, so they too can feel my presence and remember they are not alone. Let your sharing become a quiet light, reaching at least 3 hearts that may be waiting for this very moment. My child, do not let this moment pass without responding, because I have spoken to you for a reason. If you believe this message was meant for you, then declare it boldly. Write in the comments, "This was meant for me, and I believe again." Let your words rise as faith, not fear, as light, not doubt. As you speak it, you are not just typing. You are stepping forward. You are agreeing with me. You are awakening something powerful within your spirit. My child, do not let this be the only time you hear me. Subscribe and allow my voice to meet you again and again. When you feel weak, when you feel lost, when you need truth to rise above the noise. I am calling you deeper, closer, stronger. Stay where my presence can reach you. Amen.